How does making an extra $1,000 every month online sound? What about making an extra $10,000 every month? What about just an extra $100 every month in your bank account? Yeah, they all sound great, right? Well, copywriting is a high value skill that can make doing that possible for you. Copywriting can help you make a little extra cash every month. Copywriting can also help you make a lot of extra cash every month. It is a great way to make money online. I have made over $100,000 copywriting, and I just spend a couple hours per week doing it. So in this video, I'm going to share some of my tips and tricks to help you make money online copywriting. Tip number 1, take your elementary school grammar and punctuation rules and throw some of them out the window. Now, obviously, as a writer, you need to be able to spell, your words need to make sense, all that stuff is still necessary. But things like never start a sentence with the word and, or rules like you need to join two ideas in a sentence with a semicolon, or some of the really stiff, rigid rules about how we're supposed to structure paragraphs. As a copywriter, these types of rules aren't always the most important because you want to write the way that you see gets the most results. So it's okay to loosen the rules a little bit. You're not writing a school paper here. Just please don't become one of those people who starts a new paragraph with every single sentence because that trend needs to end. Tip number 2, think in pains or gains. So one trick that will always help you write better copy that's more effective for your clients is if you think in pains or gains. And what I mean by this is you need to start thinking about whether or not the copy you're writing for your clients is intended to help them remedy a pain point that they're experiencing and they don't want to experience anymore, or if it's meant to help them accomplish a new business gain, something like getting more sales or things like that. Once you've figured out whether your copy is intended to help solve a pain, provide a gain, or a little bit of both, it'll make the process of writing really good copy a lot easier for you. The copy will just be better. Tip number 3, specialize and then generalize. When you're first starting out as a copywriter, it really helps to start with learning one form of copywriting and focusing on that for the beginning. Get really good at one thing and then start selling that as the only thing you're selling in the beginning. But as time goes on and you start gaining experience and more ratings and more happy customers, gradually start to expand your service offering. You can start by upselling additional services to your existing clients. Say, for example, you start with email copywriting and you have this client who's been asking you for weeks whether or not you can help them with their website sales copy. Once you get more experience, start taking these types of offers and upsells and expand the realm of your experience in copywriting by doing these types of projects. Over time, as you complete these types of projects for your clients and you get more comfortable and you realize it's another skill set that you've learned and polished, you can start adding these into the rotation of your regular copywriting service offering. That'll allow you to make a lot more money over time. Tip number 4, trying to sound smart actually makes you sound pretty dumb. You might want to write this tip on a sticky note and stick it onto your computer monitor. Do not try to sound smarter than you are. 9 times out of 10, when you do this, when you try to write copy that makes it seem like you're some enlightened individual that you're not actually, it'll make you seem dumber than you actually are to people reading this copy that actually know about the thing you're trying to talk about. Don't force the use of big words, and do not overuse cliches. And never say something that's not true or a bit of a lie just to make your copy sound more convincing. Don't do it. Tip number 5, only use real, authenticatable statistics. So to illustrate what I mean, I get about 20 or more emails per week of people trying to sell me something. Trying to sell me thumbnail services, video editing services, marketing services. Everyone under the sun seems to be emailing me trying to sell me stuff. And sometimes I'll read these emails and it really upsets me when I see emails including total BS statistics. Like, for example, if I got an email that's like, we can help increase your views by creating better thumbnails by 9,999%. We've done it for our other clients. Have you though? Not only is this very obviously BS, but it's especially BS when I call them on it and call them out and say, hey, show me an example of this, prove this to me. And they say, oh no, I was just using that to get your attention. When that happens, I instantly delete the email and block that contact, because that is someone you never want to work with. Someone who's lying at step 1 to get your business, that's not going to be a good partner to partner with. Tip number 6, research is your friend. As a copywriter, your clients are going to send you a brief every time you start a new copywriting project. Typically, this will include all the information you need to get started on this project and complete it. But sometimes the brief might not have all the information you need. Maybe it doesn't have all the information you need to write something compelling about their product. Maybe you need some industry statistics, stuff like that. In these situations, don't be afraid to put on your researcher hat and go do some research to give yourself the information you need to really enrich the copy that you're writing for this client. It's part of the job, so do it. Tip number 7, know your audience. This tip is especially important, especially if you're a new copywriter trying to get a new client to hire you. Absolutely nobody, no customer, no business is going to care about how good of a writer you are if they realize that you've taken no time to learn about them, their business, and their industry. Know your audience and make sure you are taking the time to learn about them and their broader industry before the first time you get on a call with them. Learn some buzzwords, research what their industry lingo is, just try your best. It'll show them that you are making an effort. Because what a lot of copywriters do is they don't do this. They get into the meeting, they're like, oh, I'm a great copywriter, look at all this copy I've written. And it's totally irrelevant. They don't care if you're writing great copy. Sure, that matters, but they need to know that you're the right fit for them and their type of business, because there are a lot of copywriters out there. So know your audience, take some time to learn about them. It's really going to help. That's it for this video. These were some tips and tricks to help you make money online as a copywriter. Cheers, guys.